Climb 46 back, and in this video we're gonna play some more Bloodborne. Let's get right into it. I can't remember where I left last video, but wherever it is, we're just gonna keep going. Okay. Oh my god, it's kind of like the same. I get confused, but yeah. There's gonna be a few things we have to do once we get past a certain boss, and that's gonna be tough. You're probably gonna see me die, but we're not quite there yet. There's a few things I want to do before we really have to get into that, but we're about to encounter someone that's pretty difficult, if I do say so myself. Okay, so let's see, alright, gonna try and upgrade here.
What is it you desire? Very well, let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Alright. Okay, we can upgrade once. I'm thinking we should upgrade our health, because we're gonna need to take a lot of damage. I might run around and kill a lot of guys so I can get my health up, but let's just get down into here. Madman's knowledge, it doesn't give, like, it gives a description, but it's not the best description for it. There's definitely a lot of lore that comes with insight, but they basically give you the grand gist of what Madman's knowledge is. And just like with Blood Echoes, you have Frenzy, you have a bunch of others. With those, you there's upgraded versions. They're not really upgraded, but you have your Cold Blood dudes, and you have a lot of other ones, Frenzy Cold Blood dudes. I can't remember what they're called. There we go. But yeah, just like with that, you have Madman's knowledge, and then I can't remember what the name for it was, but there's definitely a way bigger version for those. We're gonna come down here. Now, if you're ever fighting these guys, they're really bad with the guys with the freaking pitchforks. They're really bad for running up and then just being able to charge you, and then they'll hit you right in your face. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. But yeah, they'll charge you, and then they can and will screw you up. And definitely, if you're facing a bigger enemy, your best bet is to try and parry them so you can get into the drill attack, because that kills them about instantly. There's only one thing I wish this game specifically, I wish you had like a bigger variety of guns, because you have your hunter's pistol, there's the blunderbuss, and then there's a freaking huge cannon that does massive amounts of damage, but it takes about 10 of your bullets. Now these guys can be pretty bad. Alright, come on. Alright. Okay, yep. These guys can do massive damage too. They dish out a lot of damage, and plus they can take a fair amount of damage. There we go. Just like that, he's gone. Completely. Right? Never mind. These guys, they can take a little bit of extra damage, but this guy, he's still low level, and we can't dish out that much damage. But later, those guys, they'll go down instantly, and at this point, if we can visceral attack one of the big brutes, we can basically do anything. Now, there's actually a glitch right here. I'm gonna attempt it, but I'm pretty sure they patched it. But there's this thing you can do. you start sprinting, and then you can jump up here, which, yeah, I think they just patched it because that would have worked. But you get up here, you run all the way down, and then you get on top of here, on top of these bags, then you do one of these. No, sorry, wrong one. Yeah, you do a power attack like that with the R2, and it shoots you past the fence, and then you get on the other side of it, and you run past this, because you're on the other side of the fence, you run all the way back here, and you jump down, and then you open up the gate. And that gets you way farther than you should be at that level. Anyone who attacks you, it's most likely going to be an insta-kill. Just for future reference, if anyone watching this can ever pull that off. But yeah, that's basically it. Right now I'm just trying to run around, get some more blood echoes, because we're gonna want to level up before we take on the next boss, and that's where the tiny music box comes into play. We remember back when we first got it, the little girl said her father, he forgets when he goes out on the hunt, he forgets about his family, so they play it for him to remind him of who they are and stuff. A small music box received from a young Yarnum girl plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. Two names can be made out, however faintly. Viola and Gascoigne. Gascoigne, he is the next boss we are going to face off with. And he's pretty difficult because he's a hunter. He can heal up, he wields the hunter's axe, and that weapon has great range. And he will tear you to pieces. So we're going to want to level up our weapon, we're going to want to level ourselves up, and we're going to basically do whatever we can to make sure that we can. Okay, yeah, that wasn't working out. Okay, not sure I dodged that. Alright, so we're good. Fire can do a lot of damage towards you, so always do that little bag step that you see. Always do that because, like, dodging those, it's worth the time because, like, they'll go and hit you twice with this sometimes, and it's just, it gets really bad. Now we're gonna run up behind this guy. Now, hunters are actually more like the beast than we think at first sight, because you can see if I do the visceral attack, if I'm not wearing my gloves, that our hand is much larger and it's changed in a way. It's way bigger, so it's crazy. I'll try and show you guys that real soon. Dodge it. Now, I'm not gonna wait for this guy to come back around. Ow. Alright, so I messed that dodge up. There we go. Okay, we're gonna heal out. There's actually something pretty cool that we can do right here. There we go. To create blood bullets. And these are actually pretty cool. I'm not too 100% sure on what they do, but like they're basically an improved bullet, and I think it does more damage, and yeah, a little bit more damage, and it's more useful because we can create as many as we want, even if we're completely out of it. So, yeah. And I love killing these guys because when they jump up in the air and they fly to attack you, they go in a pretty straight manner, so we can easily just dodge it by running in a different direction. Alright, now. There we go. Nope. Easy enough. Yeah, when they do their charge attack, and there's also another attack that is horrible, they start punching the brick in their hand or the object, and they move it really fast. Like, if you get caught in the middle of that, like, I think there's a break where you can jump out of it, but it will tear you apart. Don't do what I just did, especially when we're just starting out in this, because these guys up close, I've said it in an episode before, they do a lot of damage up close with those rifles. And we're actually going to encounter an enemy up here. I'm not sure if I want to take these guys on right now, because they are really dangerous and there's two of them. So I'd might as well jump off a freaking cliff or something. Plus, we're trying to build up blood echoes, and I don't want to die and just lose them. So, yeah, we're gonna run around. And I already killed the cleric beast, and I made a huge mistake with that because I thought it was recording. It wasn't. Crap happens. I could try and like the cleric beast, it doesn't respawn. So, what I could do is I could start over and then try and work my way back up, but we're already pretty far and I don't want to lose anything, so might as well save that for something else, like if I'm trying to work on a different set. But for this guy, I want to bamf him out, get him some decent weapons, get him a lot of decent gear. Like, we're already pretty set for what's up ahead, but yeah, come back. And I'm killing these guys because they can actually drop bloodstone shards, and that is pretty awesome for us. Okay. So that's a thing. Now we're gonna kill Mr. Polearm. What I like about these guys is their attacks are, for the most part, pretty slow, but if you get caught up in their attacks when they start dishing them out like their combos, then they will kill you almost instantly. Especially the guy down there, because my first playthrough of this game, I was going through, I was doing just fine, and he kills me. I lose about 8,000 blood echoes, which is pretty valuable at this level, and yeah, it wasn't fun. Alright, so just gonna jump down and then get right to it. I'll try and evade most of the attacks, but the rats, their attacks, they're not brutal, but they can be pretty bad. But they're one of the beasts that is actually affected by light. That's alright. Now we got those guys sniffing over here. And that object up ahead, up there, that's the platforming thing. I'm gonna wait till I kill the guy just right there, because if I fall down, then he's probably gonna catch aggro and then start coming after me. Hello. And they have a lot of range. Okay. So, alright. So, as I was saying before the video cut out, we might as well get the rest of the blood echoes. I'm probably gonna add this part to the rest of the episode, because I don't like it when it just cuts out like that. And yeah. But we're gonna kill the rest of these guys, get that item, we're gonna jump down, kill all the zombies. We're basically gonna kill everything in this area to get as many blood echoes as we can. Two hits in a row. And I guess you can kind of farm throwing knives off them, but at this point of the game, they basically replace pebbles, and that's pretty cool. But when we get to the more advanced stuff, that's when we're gonna really want to keep a hold of certain items. Because the poison daggers, there's a very special enemy that I really hate because they're horrible, but they are kind of required to get into a special area, which will give us some more armor and maybe some other stuff. There we go. Okay, so I think it's bloodstone shards. Never mind, cold blood. But yeah, we're gonna jump down here and then face off with all these guys, which they are actually really slow, so it's not that big of a deal. One sec. Wow, that was pretty awesome. I didn't think that was gonna work. But yeah, they're really slow, and they can and will do a fair amount of damage. They don't poison you, which I thought they did, but which will give us some range. Yeah, these guys, they're basically sorry, I'm used to on my other guy before I started doing all of this, the YouTube and all of this, he had lots of stamina, so I'm used to just plowing through enemies and unending strikes and all of that. But there are special enemies that we will encounter that are pretty bad, but at the same time, they're not too bad because, well, with the poison daggers, there's an enemy called the Snatcher. Now, these guys, they're pretty yeah, like I said, they attack in a straight pattern. But there's a lot of videos that I've seen about this game, and there's a lot of really cool stuff that we'll get into later. But the lore and all of that in this game, it's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. But here in a minute, you guys are gonna see me pull off something pretty cool. I've already done it on another character, but what I'm gonna do is, it's not too cool, but it's really sneaky. And that's I hate the ones that freaking fly up in the air. Yeah. You're gonna see it right before I face Gascoigne, because well, that's where the two enemies are. I'm gonna lure one out, and then I'm gonna get it to where I can visceral attack him. Then I'm gonna sneak up on the other one and get him from behind. Crazy. And that's all she does. Now, one-on-one, these guys, they can get pretty bad, but not too bad. Just as long as you keep your bearings and move away from them when they attack and stuff. But two, which we're about to go do, I'm gonna lure one out, and then I'm gonna face him one-on-one, and then take out the other one, because that's your best bet when you're facing these guys. If there's more than one, then, well, you can run in and attack and move away, run away like a little girl. But, oh, sorry, I'm not sure where I'm going. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys like to see, like for the Uncharted series. If you guys want to see, like how the cheats work and that stuff, and all of that. If you guys want to see that stuff, let me know. If you guys want anything special, I'll work on it. If you guys want to see different spec things, because there's a little bit of a variety when it comes to what you want to do with the character. Not sure how that works. And yeah, because there's like a magic set. I can't, like, it takes a little bit of time to get to it, but you can do it, and it's, I don't know how to explain it. It uses elemental stuff like fire, electricity, which that's so far what I've seen in this game, and you guys are gonna see some fire and electricity. I'm gonna make sure I get that in this series on this character. And please watch that video again, because he's got a freaking hand crank. Yeah, just let me know if you guys want to see any of that kind of stuff, because it's always cool to learn new stuff, like on the other builds and how they work. Close one. And I can't remember. This game, it saves constantly. It auto-saves. So I'm not sure if the Cleric Beast is still there. And it's more than likely still there. But might as well come back over here. Oh, nope. Yeah, when he punches like that, that is... I hate it when he does that. Yeah, you just have to work on your timing. These guys suck at aiming. Yeah, he already killed the Cleric Beast. Because when you light up the lamp, pretty sure it auto-saves then, and then go into the Hunter's Dream. Yeah. Now, there's actually something here. No items or anything, but we walk up and we see this door. Now, this door is actually locked for the moment. Or, well, it's gonna stay locked, but the other side of it, we'll get to that in a later video. And I'll actually show you guys. But I don't have the right item to show that it's still there. Or show everything about it, because on the other side of that door, there's a reason why they close off the big gate, and they close that off because of the epidemic and the night of the hunt. They always close it during these nights. But yeah, like, when I started playing this game and I watched the videos about all the lore and all that stuff, I fell in love because it's so cool. I'm actually gonna go take on the giants right now. And it's fascinating to me personally. But yeah. We get our pebble. There he is. Oh god. Alright, heal up. There we go. No, come back. There we go. Okay. Let's go for a second. Bigger they are, the harder they fall. The shining coins. Okay, now I have the right stuff that I need. And now we're gonna face off against this big boy. Nope. There we go. Yeah, they're not bad as long as you can parry them and then yeah, it's okay to trade blows with them because it's easy to get back with regain. And that's another thing I love about this game is that it has regain. Now, before we fight Gascoigne, I'm gonna level up. We have the cold blood dues and all this stuff, so we're gonna do this really fast. Pretty sure I'm about done with this episode, so I'm gonna level up real quick, and then I'll show you guys the Gascoigne fight. Okay, that was weird. Once we get past Gascoigne, there's a few things I'm gonna have to do, and I'm gonna try and get past them as fast as I can. But basically, I can't talk right now. Basically, I'm gonna be moving from one area to another, back to another, back to another, and it's all for some dialogue, and it's also for some more to the story. And there's certain things I screwed up in the other video, but yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I get it right this time because there's a certain sequence that you might want to complete before you do certain things, like when you're talking to NPCs. Alright, so we're gonna use all three of these. There we go. Oh hey. Alright, we're gonna use this. And we're gonna use this. There we go. Alright,
Well,
now
what
we're
is
gonna
it?
talk to her.
Very
Channel
well.
some blood
Let me
echoes.
stand.
Now, vitality, that's really good. Upgrade that. Our endurance is pretty good. Definitely some more skill, and that's all we can upgrade for now. But once we kill Gascoigne, we're definitely gonna have some more to upgrade. There we go. Take all 5 of these, and we're set on those. Let's go ahead and set those down here, and set the music box a bit closer. Alright, now, I'm not sure if we can upgrade our weapon yet. No. Yeah, we need, well, 5. I might as well top them off. And can we get anything with insight? And I'm not sure if I said it in a different video, but with insight, there comes a price to pay with that. The more insight you have, like say you have about 10 insight, the more difficult certain enemies are gonna be because they get different abilities. But that about wraps up this episode. We're gonna fight Gascoigne in the next one, and I will see you guys later.